Hello and welcome back to Mother Hummingbird 111. I am so excited to have you guys back on the channel. Today is going to look a little different because we are moving, so the background is starting to change. We will be moving as of September 1st. So after September 1st, my videos will be looking a little different once we get the ambiance set up in the new place. I'm very excited for that. But anyways, today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me because I need to do my hair and makeup. Well, I don't need to, but I want to because we are going to an extra special event tonight. Some of my friends are in a dance group called Esoterra, and it is so amazing. This is like their first official production, and I cannot wait to actually see them live. I can put their link down below to their Instagram so you guys can see some really cool magical dancing. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Carly. She owns the Painted Lady Tattoo, and she just sent me this shirt, and I wanted to show it to you guys. I hope you can see it well, but it's so cute. It's like little, I don't know if you can even see this, but little strawberries and daisies and anyways, it's really precious, and I'm really excited about this shirt, especially the little pocket that has a little strawberry and a daisy. So cute. I'm also going to link her down below so you can go get some of her adorable merch and also look at some of her art, which is exquisite. Honestly, the best tattoo artist I know. So anyways, without further ado, we're going to get into today's video. Like I said, it's going to be a get ready with me, but we are going to be talking about trusting the process and trusting the universe and trusting God and trusting whatever you want to call it, even when it's hard. Because let's be honest, life be testing us sometimes, and sometimes it gets extremely hard to trust the process and trust in divine timing. And so I'm going to give some examples of that today and how things can quickly turn around within 24 hours and be all right. So anyways, we're going to get into the video. I'm going to clip this on my shirt right here in hopes that you guys can hear me because I've actually never used a mic on my channel before. This just came in the mail, so we're just trying it out. Like I've said, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm really excited to try it. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to use some primer today because the event that I'm going to isn't until 6:30 p.m. So I'd like my makeup to last. I'm going to do a lot more content creation. I'm also going to try to not bump this mic. I'm still getting used to it, so please bear with me. I'm a newer content creator, so I am trying my best to learn the ropes with sound and trying to get things better quality. But anyways, I want my makeup to last today. So I am doing a primer, which I'll tell you this right now makes a world of difference when you actually want your makeup to last and not just like sit in your pores and sit in your fine lines and just look a mess. So we're doing a primer today. So yeah, today's topic, I just wanted to talk about trusting the universe, trusting God, trusting the process, and having faith even when it's really, really hard and you have no evidence of why you should. I'm going to give you some evidence today of why you should, because things can literally turn around in 24 hours or less, sometimes instantaneously. So that's what we're talking about. So for those of you who don't know, if you're new here and haven't been following my journey, I'm in the middle of moving. So, and I also have a 1-year-old boy. Well, he turns 1 at the end of the month, but I have a 1-year-old boy. So I'm a mom. I just started a new job. I just enrolled in school. I am also moving. So like there's a lot of moving parts right now. So it's just been, a little more divine pressure than normally. I've been trying to switch that narrative from saying like stressed out to just divine pressure, because that's what it is. It's divine pressure to change and evolve into the person I need to be. So anyways, there's been a lot of divine pressure lately. And on top of the already divine pressure, because it wasn't entirely our choice to move. Our landlords just told us, because it's a month-to-month basis, that they want to charge X amount and that they're having someone else move in, basically. So, because I don't know if you guys have watched my last videos, but I've been on a work trade, and that's been great. But our time here is coming to a close. I've had a great experience here. It's just time to move on, and it's been a lot of divine pressure. And like at first I was like, you know what, it's cool. Like I'm chilling. Everything's working out. I don't even care. Whatever. I'm fine. This is all in alignment and what's supposed to happen. But then, that's easier said than done when you start being presented with challenge after challenge. So I'm talking about applying to our next home, right? So the first place I applied, he made it sound like it was like very available. Like he wanted me to come and check it out even and meet him in person, the owner, right? And he wanted me to get an application from him in person, fill it out, send it in via email. So I was so excited because this place was perfect. We've been looking for a 2-bedroom because my son is ready for his own room. And so it was a 2-bedroom, super cute, like smaller home, exactly in our price range, walking distance to downtown, which was amazing. And so I had my heart kind of set on it. And as soon as I emailed the application, he was just like, sorry, already rented it to someone else. And I was like, this was in the span of like an hour. Like I went and met with him, thought it was Gucci, submitted my application via email. And as soon as I sent it to him, he was just like, yeah, sorry, rented by someone else. I'm like, how and that fast, So it was kind of like a slap in the face, but I didn't lose hope. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. So I went on a applying rampage and, a search rampage where I was just like looking through Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist trying to find our next potential spot. And that's when I found a 2-bedroom townhouse that I thought would be perfect for us and I thought was the place. So we put in our application, and my partner and I both have good credit. He has like really, really good credit. Mine's good, but his is really good. We both have jobs. I caught a job as an MA at a doctor's office. Great job. He works in carpentry, makes really good money. And so, we thought we were good. Submitted our application on the 2-bedroom tiny house. Or not tiny house, sorry. It's tiny, but it is a townhouse. Put our application in, and the lady said, okay, great. Looks awesome. You're the only applicant. You'll hear from us in 2 to 3 business days. So 2 to 3 business days rolls around and no call or anything. And I've put my applying on hold because I had so much faith in this working out. So I wasn't applying for anything else. And so 2 to 3 business days goes by and I haven't heard from her. I haven't heard from anyone. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, why haven't I heard from anyone? And I don't want to be too forward and like keep calling. But I got impatient. So I called. And I was like, hey, just checking in on our application. It's been more than 2 or 3 business days at this point. Like, is there anything we need to do or what? And she's like, oh yeah, you guys need a cosigner. And I was like, okay, first of all, what the heck? Why would we need a cosigner on an apartment? Well, townhouse. In all of the years my partner and I have rented, we have never had anyone ask us to be a cosigner. So we were like, what the fuck? So we contacted my partner's mom and she's like, yeah, I'll cosign for you, whatever. But literally, like a couple hours later, there was some tears shed. I was getting really frustrated at this point because I was like, if you guys knew you needed a cosigner, why wouldn't you call me and tell me that you need a cosigner? Because if you just told me, I would just go get one for you really quick and keep the application process moving instead of just not telling me at all. Like, I was like, why wouldn't you tell me that so that I could actually get moving? So anyways, she didn't tell me. I had to call her and ask her about our application, and that's when she told me we needed a cosigner, right? So I was a little bit frustrated, asked grandma to co-sign. But right before she was about to co-sign and send off that paperwork, my partner texts me and he goes, I found us a spot. I go, okay, great. He's like, yeah, it's our friend. I'm not going to say his name on here, but our friend so-and-so, his tenants are moving out. And this property is really awesome because we're always going to this property for drum circles and for get-togethers all the time anyway. There's a teepee on the property that we have drum circles in, and it's a really special, magical place. There's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on the property that we would be renting, and in our price range, and it's huge. Whereas the last place I was looking at was relatively tiny for the same price. So it was like crazy because the universe, I feel like, just wanted to test me one last time to see how much faith I had or something, because the co-signing thing happened, and then literally right after that, like within a couple hours, my partner texted me and was like, oh, we're in at this spot, we're good to move on September 1st. And I was like, you're kidding. Because it's so funny because I've always gone over to this guy's house and been like, oh my God, I love this house so much. You know, it's such a cool house. And he's like, yeah, my tenants are moving out, so you can move in September 1st, which is our move out date for here. So I was like, wow. And it's crazy because that day that I was getting really frustrated about the cosign thing, I literally told God, I was like, show me proof how it gets better. Like I literally said that. I was like, just show me proof. I'm so grateful for everything I have right now. I'm so grateful. Thank you for everything thus far, but show me how it gets better. And then a couple hours later, he showed me how it gets better. The universe showed me how it gets better, and we got our place. So, and this is through a friend, so we're not even having to deal with a stupid application, credit check, and background and all that, and then just have someone tell you need a cosigner. It's like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? So, after all, things worked out amazingly. And I can't lie to you guys. Like, I was tested majorly. Like, I thought I was good mentally, but just because I've had so many external pressures lately, this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for me, and I did have a breakdown. Like, I cried a couple times about this, and normally I'm like really strong and like chilling. So yeah, it was just like sometimes I feel like Source will test us sometimes just to see if we're really about it, you know? Because I'm always, you know, on my chill girl shit, on my trusting girl shit, on my surrendering girl shit. But then I feel like sometimes God's like, but are you really though? You know? And it gives me an opportunity to check myself. And I'm grateful for that because clearly I needed to. Because I had a couple meltdowns. Granted, I know I'm human. But like, I do believe that at the end of the day, we always have control over how we react to situations. And that's not something that I liked seeing in myself. You know, there was moments where I wasn't reacting how my higher self would be reacting to the situation. So that was a bummer, you know, to be faced with parts of me that I thought were healed and thought was Gucci, but wasn't. But it was necessary, you know? So I'll be working on that. I will be working on that. Yeah. So that's kind of mainly just what I wanted to talk about today. Just if you're wondering why God is testing you or why the universe is testing you, it's probably because you need to learn a lesson. And it's probably because, you know, in order to ascend to the next tier in your life and the next thing you want, you're gonna have to level up. And there's no pretending, you know, like you genuinely have to level up your frequency, level up your thinking, level up your physical body. And there's no faking it. The universe knows if you've like leveled up your energy or not. That's just the language of the universe. So of course it would know if like it wasn't authentic, So it's like, if you feel like you're trying to like manifest something in your life and you feel like there's like, it's just like not coming or like not happening within the timeline that you want, there's probably something that you need to transmute or work on in order to become the version of yourself that would be ready for said blessing. It's major, It's major. Because there's this life that I'm asking for, right? And I'm sure there's a life that you pray for. I mean, I know there is. But if you aren't doing the work to raise your frequency and become the person who can align with that reality in that realm, it's just not going to happen. Because you're not ready to receive it. And also, I just wanted to note, I feel like the major things that we need to change in our life are the main things that we're usually ignoring. Like, we know we need to change these things, like enter whatever that is for you. But I feel like we're always making excuses and ignoring that part of ourselves that we know has to change in order to level up. And I feel like once you just, oh, my baby woke up. I'll be right back. But yeah, I just feel like if I would have been more chill from the get-go, the universe might have just like blessed me up even sooner. But since I wasn't being chill, I feel like the universe was like, oh, she's got a lot to learn. She's got more to learn. She's got more to transmute. She's got more to shift. So it made me do that. Oops, my camera is slipping. So anyways, if you're wondering why your blessings are not coming your way yet, it's probably because there's a part of your being that you maybe aren't even aware of yet, but that you're ignoring. He's kind of fussy because he just woke up. And I was just talking to my friend about this the other day, but I feel like, oops, my pencil broke. I feel like the major things that we need to change in our life in order to level up are usually the scariest things and the biggest things in our life that we need to change. And so we ignore them a lot and push them off, but it's like, how serious are you about this new life you want? And another thing that I wanted to mention is I feel like when you finally do take the leap of faith or in whatever you need to do or heal that part of you that you need to heal, that's when the universe is like, okay, I'll do whatever you need to do. I'll help you in any way you need to be helped. I'll bless you in any way you need to be blessed in order to make this happen. But you have to decide first. And that's the hard part, I feel like. Because, yeah, like I said, if I probably would have been more chill about the whole thing, when the cosigner thing came up, I mean, I was blessed within 2 hours of that happening. But, like, if I would have been more chill, like, earlier, like, the week before, or the week even prior to that, maybe I would have been blessed up even quicker. Granted, I'm so grateful, because this was a quick manifestation, and a really quick blessing, on my part, and on God's part. But I'm just saying. Okay, so my phone died, so I had to pause and come back. Anyways, this is the finished look. I got my white eyeliner on, some little lashes, nothing crazy. And I like this lipstick because there's some color tones in there that match the lipstick. And then I just have on a white dress, ethereal vibes, as I like. Yeah, so anyways, my son is trying to snatch the camera out of my hands and snatch the mic out of my hands, so I got to go. But yeah, my main message that I just wanted to send to you guys today is when you are trying to bring something forth in your life, you have to hold your frequency. Hold your frequency. Because if you don't, you are only going to further yourself from that goal until you can figure your shit out. Anyway, stay blessed. Keep your frequency intact. Hold that frequency like your life depends on it, because it does. And this is coming from someone who had 2 freakouts this past week. So be gentle with yourself. We're all human. You know, my son's trying to get a water bottle now and spill it all over the floor. But we need to remember to, and now he's trying to eat a sponge. My makeup sponge. Gross. Yeah, just remember to hold your frequency. Keep your attitude intact, because I feel like there was 2 times I slipped up, but I'm human and that's part of the journey. And I didn't realize that there was a part of me that under divine pressure was still gonna crack. I thought I was good. I thought I was Gucci. Anyways. I know that there's like 50 million planets in retrograde right now, so it's a little bit tough out there, but just for the love of God and for the love of yourself, keep your frequency intact. That's our main message of the day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Mother Hummingbird here with a reminder to keep your frequency intact. When you're trying to build a beautiful life and trying to bring something into your life, you have to become the frequency of what you're trying to bring into your life. And if you don't hold your frequency intact, it is going to only postpone your process on receiving what is meant for you. I know. And along the process, it can be really hard because there's a lot of challenges in life that can bring us down, that can throw us astray, and that can make our minds wander into dark places that we don't want them to wander to. There will be moments where you will be challenged and you will want to be pissed off. You will want to retaliate, but you cannot do this. You cannot afford to do this. Your dream life cannot afford you to be acting like this. You need to hold your frequency intact, protect your energy, and move on. Thank you for coming to my little talk today, and I hope that you can keep your frequency intact.